All right, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with war number 3, and technically this video is a little bit late, but guess what? It's okay because war number 4 was canceled, so only going to be 11 this season. But you probably already know that, or maybe you don't. If you don't do war, you just watch war. But Ghost was banned, Hercules was banned. How rude! So we get to use my other favorite champion, Spidey 2099. So I'm on path 8, my first time ever taking path 8 in the season. There isn't really like much going on here. There's like, this constant power drain, right? This constant power drain that's going to be on because if the right defender is placed, right, they're always going to gain buffs and they're always going to be essentially gaining those the power drains, right? And there's also passive heal block, but that's like the big node here, right? Passive heal block and everything. But basically what I want to do here is I'm just going to control this guy's power. He's just not going to gain any power in this entire fight, and that's essentially the goal, and that's just what we're going to do. All right, so here I'm hitting into his block a lot. I'm kind of having fun with this, to be honest. I definitely didn't need to do this, but basically the more I actually hit him, the more power I do give him. And listen, if he gets a bar of power, it's fine. If he gets 2 bars of power, it's like literally fine. But with Spidey here, we're doing a lot of damage, and now we're about to push him over a bar of power, and what that's going to do is that's going to go ahead and explode those 20 ruptures. And let's watch the burst here in just 1 second. Ready? Let's check it out. Right over... right there. Yeah, that was nice. So yeah, this was definitely a very beautiful fight with Spidey 2099. I love, fighting like this with him, like doing the whole block thing for the ruptures. I don't do it too often, but against champions like Hyperion, it really does help you control the fight even more so because you basically give them no power and their power is consistently being reversed. So I definitely do enjoy that. All right, up next we have this Longshot. So Longshot is on Power Snack Mini, okay? Power Snack, Outlast, Backup Recovery, right? We have a Mr. Fantastic Petrify on it because, well, because why not, right? So yeah, I'm not running Suicides at the moment. Spidey's damage, I don't see too much of a difference between, Suicides and not Suicides. There's definitely more damage with it, but there's a lot of boost putting on here. So, yeah, so I'm boosting up a bit, putting on one of those boosts like Kabam sent out for compensation, right? A nice 30%er, which is definitely nice to have. But yeah, so I'm not going to be doing the exact same thing as last time because I'm not scared of Longshot specials or anything. However, right, I'm gonna if I happen to go in and hit into his block, I'm gonna continue hitting into his block, right? That's pretty much what I'm gonna do here. Now, when Longshot here goes below. Ooh, that was smooth. Let's watch what we did here. So we chased the special one, right? Boom, chased it in. Then I blocked the second part of it, and I wanted to get some exhaustions from the heavy on. So go right in here with this. Boom, beautiful. So yeah, now we're gonna go for a special 2 as well, and he's gonna be very much so in the negative for power gain. So yeah, then when the backup recovery goes on, we're pretty much good to go, man. So yeah, this was like a very quick and efficient Spidey fight here. Lots of debuffs, lots of burst damage, lots of fun. I love using Spidey. I love using Spidey in war. You guys know how much of a fan I am of this champion, and this is like why he's so good. He's so good, guys. So up next, we get to use another one of my favorite champions for war, and this one's going to be Crossbones. Now, there are going to be 3 Crossbones fights in a row, okay? One of them is really good. One of them is okay, but the third one, oh my god. But we'll get there, all right? So up first, we're fighting Piggy here, right? And, Piggy, he's not the hardest defender in my opinion. I never really have an issue with him. But we are on Ebb and Flow Intercept here, right? And now, don't get me wrong, Crossbones can shut down Ebb and Flow Intercept with his ability accuracy reduction. But you still kind of want to get that intercept on him to get that passive fury, right? And on top of that, you want him to be throwing his special 1s, and you want him to be playing with you, not standing there holding block, right? Especially when you're using Crossbones, a champion who you want to stay aggressive with Crossbones for the most part. because you don't want the Furies falling off. You want to be using your heavy attacks, and you want to be countering with heavy attacks and everything, right? And sometimes the defender, they don't really let you, man. So this fight isn't necessarily bad per se. We're at 94% health. He's at 75% health, but it's been a minute. And Crossbones is a very, very high damage output champion. I'm yet to land an intercept against this guy. He is dashing backwards and holding block is what he's doing. So at this point, I'm like, you know what, man? 7 Furies. I'm going to go for a special 2. I'm going to eat a special 2 on the block, and I'm going to use some potions. I have so many potions in overflow. I said, you know what? Screw it. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to, and I finally got, look at this. I finally got an intercept, and look at the damage now with the ebb and flow passive protection down, and also with the Fury, along with my Furies. But one thing that's great about having at least 4 Furies here is that Piggy here has at least minus 100 defensive ability accuracy reduction, so he can, you know, dash back and hold block all he wants. He's not going to evade, right? So overall, this fight was like fine. It was safe. It just could have been over in about 30 seconds, and it lasted about 2 minutes. So this fight just didn't go too well, but it was fine, right? Up next, we have Kitty Pryde. Probably going to be healing up a bit here. Okay, I still have my Power Start 1 boost active, which is great for the beginning of this fight, because you just go right in, get some Furies, right? So yeah, man, gonna go right in. I fought Kitty Pryde here many times here in the past, over the past few seasons, right? Dash back here, go for, I didn't go for the intercept. I'm gonna build up some Furies first, I guess. Here we go, nice, 8 Furies. 8 Furies we have here. Go back for the little backdraft, light intercept off the block. Really nice range with Crossbones there. As you can see, ebb and flow intercept is just completely gone at this point. It came back like while I was hitting her or something like that. However that actually works, whether it's a bug or whether it's not, it's gone at this point, right? But yeah, at this point, I'm like, maybe I'll go ahead and bait out a special 2 from her, and I'll eat the end of it on the block. It's not unblockable, shouldn't have any prowess, and we'll just take it from here. See, we got the intercept, but no passive Fury. Doesn't even matter, right? But quick and easy this fight was, right? I like Crossbones a lot for Kitty Pryde. I really do. Up next, man. So obviously that was like the good fight. And now we have a fight that really shouldn't be hard. Professor X. Professor X on ebb and flow intercept, mighty charge. What's so hard about this? I'm even gonna put on an invul boost, because why not? We're healed up to full, and let's put this on. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're starting off here. I'm gonna put some Furies up, right? Gonna go back. Okay, I went for a little intercept there. Didn't happen that time. That's all right. Look at that. We even purified the armor break. Okay, so he's gonna falter us now. Gotta get an intercept off. High ground is just building up. Special 1 into the block. Why? I don't know. Nice big crit down to 30% health. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Let's get hit again. This video is a little bit old, so the videos in like iCloud get a tiny bit blurry when they're like a few days old, right? I don't know why it does that, but it does that. If you can't see that, I have 19% health, and Professor X has 84% health. It's only been about 30 seconds into the fight. I am also in my corner. I am in such a hole at the moment. He has 2 stacks of high ground, about to be 3. And now, he has a special 2 in the corner. So, by the way, if you didn't know, if there's an Incinerate, I believe the Incinerate makes the high ground timer go faster. Something like that. So I had an Incinerate on him. At least it used to do that. We did some decent damage there. We finally got an intercept. I'm at 23% health. He has 4 stacks of high ground. I really can't take any hits on the block. We activated Overrun. I actually wanted the armor break because look, guys, look at the block damage. I wanted the armor break so I could heal from it, but I purified it into a Fury. Watch the high ground damage here. 3750. just from high ground. 5 stacks of high ground. On the block, I took 2 blocked hits, down to 8% health. He's at 22% health. I'm throwing a special 1. I don't have suicides on, thank God here. Gonna go right in, get the falter. I cannot take any more blocked hits or else it is done. It is just done. The armor break sticks this time. So we're gonna heal a little bit. I got overrun off. 6 stacks of high ground. 6% health he has. I have 13% health. And we got him. Oh my god, dude. That fight, it just got out of hand in the beginning. And it didn't stop getting out of hand until the end. So hopefully we could turn it around at the end of the war. Crossbones, you did good. You did what you needed to do. Sorry I let you down in the beginning of that Professor X fight. That was on me. But you handled it and you came back because you are the best skill champion in the game. One of them. All right, so we got 2 more fights. We got Mangog and we got the Magneto boss. All right, so I've done this Mangog many times. We have anti-venom. We have all 3 Mr. Fantastic debuffs on because why not? It's going to be a pretty quick fight. I'm putting on the combat regen boost here because I have suicides on now because I want suicides on for the boss. Okay, so this is, you know, special 2 buys, improved power gain, Mangog. But Spidey is like really good. So right away, right, he's not really going to be gaining power passively because we have anti-venom and we also have the petrify. And now we have minus 30% additional, right, from the exhaustion. So, you know, get some ruptures on, you know, do a heavy attack. Put some more ruptures on. Get a nice big explosion, right? Go for a heavy attack. Go for another one. Go for 1 more. We were feeling really risky that day. Right? Nice big 16k crits on the heavy attack, by the way. Now let's go for a special 2. Nuked. Nuked. This fight was over in 11 hits. It was over in 11 hits. It was literally over in 13, but that was an 11 hit fight. 250,000 health. I don't understand how people think that Spidey is a noodle. People still say to me, they still say, why do you like Spidey? He's a noodle. It makes no sense. 250,000 health. Gone in 30 seconds. One of the hardest fights on the map, too. But, regardless, Spidey's amazing. He's not a noodle. He's not. We got 1 more fight. We got this Magneto boss here, okay? I took this boss in the off-season, and it was pretty simple with Spidey. You know, I don't have to do it the way that I did do it here. Basically, Spider-Man has a slow debuff on his special 3 that isn't accessed too often. However, I do use it when I want to use it, and this is one of those fights where I want to use it against Magneto, right? So, basically, my first step here is just get to a special 3 after I eat a little bit of a combo. Right here, we'll go for it, right? Beautiful animation. I wish it was a little bit more integral to his kit because I like it. I think it's cool. But yeah, now that we got the slow debuff on, this does 2 things for us here. It actually heavily increases, if not doubles, the burst damage, really, from the special 2, which is where a lot of his damage comes from, okay? So, it's going to do that. And on top of that, it's also going to put a slow debuff on Magneto, so if we have to bait out a heavy attack, well, guess what? We can just counter the heavy attack, and we won't have to get him be unstoppable here. It's going to be totally fine. So at this point, I just want to build up to a special 2, and that's pretty much the goal. But I want to put on even more debuffs first. Here's a physical vulnerability debuff. Get some more ruptures too. Hit into the block, right? We got 10 ruptures. Boom! How about that? That was pretty cool. Check out the finesse right here. We bait out a heavy attack. For our heavy attack, light attack first. Light attack heavy, because we want all the debuffs. We want all the debuffs on Magneto when we go for our special 2. If only we had Mr. Fantastic debuffs too, and the Mr. Negative synergy. But yeah, watch the special 2. From 50% health down to 26% health. If I had a like a science power back boost on, we'd be over, you know, if I was like close to 3 bars of power and I had a power back boost on and that was boosted more than I am right now, I'd probably be able to like almost chain those, which is very, very good. Very good stuff. But yeah, one more special 2 and that's it. I mean, look at the burst right here. Nice 20k burst. What's that even from? Just from the special 2. Yeah. So every hit of the special 2, the burst is doing 20k. Let's go back and see the big one. I like the big one here. Get your mind out of the gutter. All right. So every little burst is doing 20k. I love it. It's great. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. Do a little split in the air. Woo! Oh, how about that? Yeah. So that's it for this war. Pretty good, except for that Professor X fight. Oh my god, right? And Piggy was being annoying, but that fight was still like fine. It was safe. That Professor X, wow. But cool that we got the solo there, right? But yeah, some nice Spidey action, lots of cool power gain tricks and stuff like that in this fight, in this war. Crossbones is always fun. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, drop your boy a big ol' like, comment what you think about this war in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss war number 5, which is really war number 4. But that's coming soon, and I'll be seeing you around.